Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is Mate Jovanovic, or Matt. I'm a European CT for hybrid cloud at Logicalis, and today I will be presenting you our four-step hybrid cloud strategy and how we are taking cloud to market. Let's consider the numbers in the market today. These are based on the figures from Gartner, IDC, and a few others. When we talk about cloud is a term that has been a bit abused, a bit misused. And it turns out that when we talk about the cloud strategy, only 11% of the companies out there have a clear cloud strategy. And when we consider how many of them want to go to cloud and how many of them consider that the hybrid cloud as an optimal mix of a private and public clouds is an optimal solution, it's 93% of them. 93% wants to go to the hybrid cloud solution. This is a huge market opportunity for us, but it makes you wonder, why is there such a huge gap? This is 80 something percent. And the answer is not easy to explain, but it comes up to a certain role or a group of roles which are able to help customer with this. This role would be a business cloud architect. It's a role that we've introduced in our ecosystem recently. And the role of the business cloud architect is to, from one side, gain customers' confidence, understand their business needs, and on the other side, have enough technical cloud knowledge to translate these business needs into an optimal cloud infrastructure. Cloud infrastructure can be just based on private cloud, just public clouds, or a combination of both. The idea is to understand which one fits better the business model. This is how we came with the four-step hybrid cloud strategy. If we consider the left part of the picture, we are seeing the great majority of our customers. They're running their business applications in their data centers in active-active, active-passive, or active-DR topology. They have a huge number of operators operating the environment, and the entire costs of maintaining data centers are pretty high, while the deployment of new applications seems to be relatively low. Legacy applications are running on these, and there are departments which are pretty siloed, so network, storage, compute guys are completely separated from each other, and not even to mention developers. On the other side, we have something called shadow IT, which is a few developers that are tired of time the infrastructure team needs to provision their infrastructure, and they just go directly to the public cloud. It provides them at an optimal cost with a few operators, an infinite number of deployments, and a great agility that the applications require. Where do the customers want to be? They want to have the environment that's optimized for their applications, meaning data center, public cloud, as long as it's under the same governance, monitored and operated by the same team, that's an optimal infrastructure. The main characteristics of these are the full adoption of DevOps culture, meaning developer teams and infrastructure operator teams with the same objectives, optimize operation costs, and the high rate of deployments, meaning the infrastructure that provides us with the agility to deploy new features or roll back our applications however we want. On this new environment, we have cloud apps, legacy apps, and DevOps culture together using the same infrastructure. So what are the four steps that Logicalis has defined to reach from today to tomorrow? First one is what we call software foundation. This is where we introduce products such as software-defined storage, software-defined networking, and virtualization that enable automation. We sell products here as well as professional services of implementation. Step two would be software configuration or automation. This is where we actually leverage all the software-defined products and automate them. This is where we can sell automation products and licenses, and professional services to actually automate on the data center infrastructure. If you focus on the four steps, after the second step, your data center has reached the automation qualities that the public cloud has. So you can already transfer to what's called hybrid environment. In step three, we are implementing the CMP or a cloud management platform in what we call a hybrid layer design and build step. This is where we just change the way we operate our infrastructure. So a data center is automated, a public cloud is there with its own tools, but we are putting the layer on top of it and individually operate data center and public cloud using the tool. And it's the fourth step where the hybrid IT takes its true form. What does this mean? This is where we manage to implement one department to run and operate the entire infrastructure in an optimal way. And I'm not necessarily talking about hybrid applications. I'm talking about the environment operated in an optimal way regarding the cost and performance, always in accordance with security with your data center. So let's consider the three lines on the diagram. If you see the two on the up, DevOps culture adoption and security at the speed of DevOps. These are crucial here. DevOps culture adoption has to be started from the step one because it's a culture change in the organization. This is where we, from one side, advise developers how to re-architecture and rewrite their application to optimally run in a cloud-native way, at least the ones that should. And on the other side, we are seriously considering security at each step of the way. But having the final picture in mind, we are always optimizing security for each step and for the final picture. And the line that has like a growth, this is managed services. This is where we think our focus will slowly divert to. Because knowing that most of our customers will want someone like Logicalis to operate their environment, we are slowly building that capacity from step one, operating software defined, then operating automation, maintaining the code life cycle and all that, always in accordance with the final picture.